It's great to be here. Obviously, we've worked very hard. It's been a great season. We've been fortunate to have a tremendous staff, a lot of good football players, and we've gone out and played well each week. And just the opportunity to play for the national championship is what you want when you start the season. It's what you work for when you start in January. So to be here, we're very excited, very privileged, very honored, and look forward to playing the game.
All right, we'll open it up for questions. Again, please raise your hand and state who your question is for. Questions for our coaches or student athletes. We'll start in the far left, first row.
My question is for the coaches, both coaches. When did you guys realize how dominant an offense you were putting together for this season, an offense that I think the lowest amount of points you've had is 37 in one game?
I would say the Pittsburgh game. You know, going into the season with a freshman quarterback, not really knowing what to expect. Yeah, seen some good things in practice, but actually going into that game and seeing the performance and seeing how well that not only the quarterback played, but the receivers, running backs, defense, special team, how everything just started to click. We felt right then if we continue to just work hard and get better each and every week, we had a chance to have something special.
We'll go on the far right in the third row.
This is for Jameis. Jameis, you began the season sort of as an unknown quantity nationally. You end it with a Heisman Trophy and playing in a national championship game. Can you describe how your life has changed this season?
Well, my life hasn't changed at all because our goal as a team still isn't over yet. In Florida State, I mean, we began the season as everybody looking at us like, okay, they got a freshman quarterback, ain't nobody gonna pay them attention. Now we in the national championship.
For you personally, has anything changed?
Nothing has changed.
We'll go in the middle on the far left.
Jameis, did you think it would be this easy? I mean, you're making it look easy. Did you think it would be this easy, or is it this easy?
Well, when you got a team and the coaching staff that we got, I mean, it looks easy, but people don't look at the behind closed doors or how much hard work we put into this, and we prepare ourselves for situations like this, and we prepare ourselves every day at practice and the things we do every single day. So, yes, I mean, right now it is easy because all of us, we got our mindset on one goal, and all of us go in the same direction.
We'll go back again on the third row on the right.
I'm sorry, this is for Lawrence and Randy. Not to belabor the point, but are there ever moments during this season where you have to sort of remind yourself that Jameis is a freshman?
I'll let you have that.
Well, what he's been able to do has been remarkable. The way our team has been able to play. You know, it's always nice to have a good quarterback, but the quarterback's usually as good as those other 10 guys around him. And, you know, our defense has been able to play well, to put us in situations where we can continue to play offensively like we've wanted to play all year. You know, Kenny and the receivers have played phenomenal, the offensive line, the backs, O'Leary and what he's been able to do at tight end. But yeah, what he's done is amazing. You know, you ask has his life changed? Well, I can tell you, he's changed mine. You know, last year at this time I was 2-10 and out of a job. You know, so to be here at Florida State in the national championship game, is a dream come true for me.
Well, you know, being an alum at Florida State and just seeing how things have developed from the transition to where we are right now is. It definitely has, and just to watch this team get better and better each and every week, not only on the offensive side, but as a whole team, it's definitely changed.
We'll go back to the right, second row on the aisle.
My question's for the coaches. What challenges, if any, does the 1 month layoff possess for the offense?
Timing, you know, more so on the offensive side of the ball. You got your timing of the route runnings, and you're used to being in a certain routine. And you get out of that routine, and now you come and trying to get back in that routine. So just the timing, I would say, is the main thing that with the month layoff that you have to get back in after being away from the game for a month.
Well, bowl games are always a challenge a little bit. They're a lot like opening games. You know, you know, we've played 13 games to this point, but it has been a month. You know, and you always try to balance as a coach. how do you practice? How physical are you in practice? Because the best way to be good at playing football is to play it and to practice the way you play. And obviously that football is a physical sport and involves a lot of contact. But every time you go out there and do that, you're scared to death you're not going to get to the game with all your good players. And I think our team's responded well. I look forward to the challenge.
Go back to the right, fourth row.
Jameis, you had a difficult situation that you had to go through this year off the field. How were you able to stay positive and not let that affect you? And Kenny, you're pretty close to Jameis. What was it like watching him go through that and stay strong through that?
Well, it goes back to the teammates. Like, my teammates ain't look at me any other differently because they knew I did nothing wrong through the whole process. But at the end of the day, that kind of brought us closer together as a team, because we look like, dang, our quarterback going through this situation, and dang, people still, not leaving us alone after we having a successful season. But that brought us closer together as a team. That was a changing point in our whole team, because there was the time when we needed to get over the hump. We was playing against a Syracuse team that had confidence, and they come to our house and had confidence that they would beat us. So they got us back refocused to where we need to be at.
Looking at the situation from outside in, you'll think that it will hurt the team, but we used that as a time to get stronger. And we stayed close to Jameis because we knew the allegations wasn't true and all that, but we just got stronger, and we didn't miss a beat.
We'll go to the far left in the middle.
For Kenny, there's been several stories out there about how Jameis has been a leader from the start, a guy even at a young age who sort of came in and tried to grab the attention of upperclassmen. What was that like to have a kid, 18-year-old freshman who wasn't even playing, trying to be a leader? And even this year, when he stepped into a starting role, for him to sort of be the leader of a team that had a lot of seniors on it, or juniors and seniors.
Honestly, it was weird at first because you used to playing with quarterbacks 2 or 3 years older than you. But we took him in the summertime, and he gained our respect from them with the 7-on-7s and the workouts in the summertime. So Coach Fisher always preaches it's no limit to the age of playing, and he proved that to us as teammates and the nation this year.
We'll go in the middle, third row from the back.
This question's for the coaches. You guys had 6 new assistants on the staff this year, which is usually not a great recipe for making a big run. Why has that worked so well to be able to mesh the new guys in so well?
Well, Coach Fisher did a great job of selecting the right guys to come in to be part of the program. Me being the guy that was one of the guys that was left over, he brought him in, we interviewed, and he always asked our opinion on the guys. And what he did was he strategically picked the guys that he knew and that he felt comfortable that will not only come in and do a great job, but also come in and be quality guys to have the family atmosphere that he has been having, and also being great coaches. And so he did a good job of picking the new guys that came in, and they all just got right in, and wasn't no egos with anybody. Everybody came in and had one common goal, and that's making us the best team we could possibly be.
I agree. I think that's the one thing that being one of the new guys that I was most excited about was the kind of staff that Coach Fisher was able to put together. Several of us had been coordinators at one time or another, and had been in big moments and big games. And just to have an opportunity to get around those guys and work and enjoy coming to work each day. We work hard, but we enjoy coming to work. And it makes it a whole lot easier to do your job when you really enjoy what you're doing and you enjoy the people you're around.
We'll go to the far right.
Jameis, if you could talk a little bit about your relationship with Coach Sanders and how he's helped your development as a quarterback over the season.
Well, Coach Sanders is the main guy, man. And what people don't understand is how much he actually does behind closed doors. Like, just the other day, me and him was sitting down one-on-one watching film. He didn't help me so much, and I've lacked to give him credit through this whole process of what he really has taught me. And every single day, Coach Sanders asks me, he's like, what can I do to help you get better? And usually I say nothing, and then he'll end up giving me a reason what he can do. So, I mean, what he's done for us to develop a relationship, because it's hard because I had a good relationship with Coach Craig, but for him to come in day one and just me have that automatic bond, I mean, this guy's hilarious. And just the way, I look forward to coming to practice to get coached by him. And you can see that with his past quarterbacks, because we had T. Martin at practice the other day, and you just see the love, the genuine love that his players have for him, and obviously him, Coach Peyton Manning, and hopefully I'll be like that one day. And just his resume, I mean, he stacks up with the best.
We'll go to the far left on the aisle.
This is for Coach Sanders. Coach, you got to coach in the first BCS, now the last BCS. What's that like being able to, because you beat Florida State, now you're with Florida State. I mean, there's a couple of storylines with that.
Why you had to bring that up?
Well, if nothing else, I'm the answer to a trivia question, right? It's exciting. You know, when you play in the first one, you can't imagine it would be this long getting back, you know, because we had a lot of good things going on at Tennessee at the time. We had a lot of good football teams. And I think having been in the first one, not that you take it for granted, but you kind of expect to do it again. And the fact that it's been, you know, this number of years between the two, I think not that I've worked any harder or any less for this one, but I've actually taken time to appreciate the fact that I'm here. And I think I'm in my 25th year of coaching, and haven't done it as long as I have. And as I mentioned, you know, last year wasn't a great season as far as success, but to get back and have this kind of success and be in this position, haven't done it as long as I have, makes me appreciate where we're at. And I look forward to going out there and playing the game, because it's going to be fun. Just being in that atmosphere, being in that arena is going to be fun. Obviously, it's a whole lot more fun when you win, and we certainly expect to win. But from first snap to the last snap, it's going to be fun.